Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 2 of our Hand of Fate playthrough. Today we are going to be tackling the Jack of Skulls dungeon. The Jack of Skulls is the second boss in the first row of the cabinet. And so the challenges are 3 times 2 of skulls and 3 times supplies. Sometimes these are negatives, and you'll see in the later playthroughs there'll be negatives. There'll be like double failure. If you fail, you fail twice. In this one, not so bad. It's not a hugely negative effect. Today, though, for the first time, we're going to be able to see the deck builder. So let's get straight on in there. You can see it says, do you want us to recommend equipment and encounter deck? I'm going to do no. We might as well try this ourselves. So we have to put 12 cards in to our equipment deck and 12 cards into our encounter deck. So here's our equipment deck, here's our encounter deck. Let's see what our equipment deck holds right now. This bottom row is our current deck. So I got confused in this when I first played. I thought this was the deck up here. It isn't. These are the spare items that we can put into the deck. So we need to do 12 cards in here. And we have a lot of basics. We've got basic shields, we've got basic swords, basic axes. So we're going to start substituting out a couple of these things. We'll substitute out one shield to bring in the Fortitude's Breath shield. We'll take out one of the axes to bring in the Desperate Measures mace. And let's see here, what else can we get out? Do we really want the ranged knives? I'm not so sure. We definitely want a number of shields because I want to get to counter attacks and reflex as soon as possible. I think, let's see, what can we sub out? I want to get one of these medium armors in here. Explorer's Helm, what this one does is when you enter a level, it lets you see where the staircase or the exit to the level is. It's a pretty neat little item, and but it doesn't give a lot of bonus in that sense. It just lets you know how you should navigate that particular dungeon. We've got 2 spots left, so let's just not even substitute anything out. We brought in a medium armor. I want to show you what this mercenary contract does. It has 5 charges, as you can see. When you activate it, it gives you gold drops when you hit the monsters. So that's kind of a neat one. We'll put that one in. Now your encounter deck sort of sets out what you're going to be running into as far as the dungeon is concerned. When you see a lock on the card like this, that means that you can't substitute that out for anything else in this dungeon. So anything that's locked is going to be in your encounters at one point in time. You can feel free to bring in the cards that are up here in the reserve though. All of these cards have an emblem on them, so that means we'll get a bonus reward of cards for completing each of these. And I think what we'll do is try to get as many of those in the deck as possible. So we're going to sub out some of these ones that are not locked in, and we're going to bring in the ones with the emblems on them. We need one more there, so there's our encounter deck. When we go into the game, the dealer is going to be putting in some random cards as well, so you're not exactly sure what you're going to get in any encounter, but at least you've got some idea of what you're going to be facing.
How boring life would be without a little spice. Play for life and death. Prepare yourself. This token will unlock more.
Your path is blocked by a river. The water is clear but fast flowing. When you attempt to cross the river, certain things are taken into account from what I can tell. If you're wearing heavier armor, you have a greater chance of failing this. If you're wearing light armor, you've got a better chance. And you'll see, I think as you change your armor types, these cards will change. So you have more failures. See, there was the double shuffle like I said in my last episode. And I was too busy talking to follow, so this is going to be a guess. We have a 3 out of 4 chance of getting a success here, a 1 out of 4 chance of getting a huge success, which will give you a bonus. So, boy, this is just a random pick because I did not follow the cards at all. Okay, well, we were successful. I wouldn't mind seeing what the huge success would have got us, but anyway, so it says your light armor makes the crossing relatively easy. You reach the other side cold and wet, but unharmed. I'd imagine that this is going to be a factor. Don't know that for sure, but why would they bother mentioning it if it wasn't a factor? So if you have heavy armor, I imagine this is going to get tougher to do. We've already seen the
Fair
maiden in
Merith.
our last playthrough, so
I'm
I
not
won't read the
surprised to
text
find
for
that
you.
this encounter remains vivid in your
Supplies, we've got 8 food. We don't have any gold right now. Longer life wouldn't be bad, but I think we'll go for gold here.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
When you encounter the stairs and there's still cards left to go, you can decide to not take the stairs at this point in time. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't, unless I'm trying to unlock those emblem cards like I said I was going to. But and now that I think about it, the huge success on the river likely would have given us the emblem. When I didn't get the huge success, he put the emblem back in his little jar here. So the huge success probably gives you the emblem unlock, I'm imagining. I'm just going to take the stairs here and go to the next level.
Many have reached this far. Further, in fact. I do not know.
So we encountered Mr. Lionel last time, and let's pick a different option this time. The last time we picked ask him what he needs, he gave us a weapon, I believe. And this time, no, he gave us a shield. He gave us a shield last time. This time I'm going to give him 20 gold. Occasionally losing his place and moving different coins around randomly, he attempts to count the gold you place in front of him. This carries on for a while before, quite calmly and deliberately, swallows each of the coins one by one. Now let's see what I have for you. Mr. Lionel taps his staff on the ground and a shield materializes at your feet. There you go, old bean. He smiles a warm grin and reveals all his chipped and yellowed teeth. Your face reminds me of my son. I haven't met you before, have I? He gave us some food or gold back? I'm not sure. I wasn't quite watching. And we got a shield.
Practice and good timing, you can reflect ranged attacks.
Maze of Traps. This is a fairly exciting card and has been my demise in my previous playthroughs a couple of times. We're definitely going to attack it because, as you can see, we've got an emblem here that is at stake. So we're going to go in here and you can watch me fail to dodge traps miserably, as I typically do. You need to use your dodge roll quite liberally, and there's some timing like you might have seen in old Mario Brothers games where you have to wait for certain things to turn, like this thing that's ahead of me here right now. And there's fire traps and spike traps and all sorts of traps. So here's a fire trap here. We're going to do a dodge roll past this. And these are floor spikes. And I haven't figured out the exact successful way to do this, but I think if you dodge roll as soon as you enter, you'll be okay. Just wait for that to go one more time. There's a frost trap here. You jump through. Oh, that's arrow trap. Okay, fire trap. Wait for that. Run. And there's a bunch of arrow traps right there. Oh, I got hit. And we're done. These get extremely more difficult than this one is as the level progresses. So we got 3 gain cards. We get an equipment here. We've already got a shield, so that was kind of an unfortunate draw.
If your timing is right.
25 health. We didn't need it because we didn't have a whole lot of health taken away. Healing cap. Great, I like it.
Increasing the effect of one sort of magic with another.
And we get the emblem to open once we finish the level. Let's look at what the healing cap does. The healing cap, any healing that the player receives is doubled. Fantastic. Alright, carrying on. Traveling Mage. We have 40 gold. We might be able to buy something here. Okay, do we have double shield, so we can sell this shield off. We didn't get much for it, it's just 4, but it's better than nothing. Let's go have a look at what items we can buy. Lizard men take double damage from players' attacks. We're not going to be encountering any lizard men in this playthrough. Let's click over to this one. Plunderer's cap. When you draw supplies, instead draw 2 and pick 1. Interesting. Dragon ring. While all dragon relics are equipped, receive plus 50% max health and full healing after every combat. Dragon. While all dragon relics are equipped. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means at all. We have exactly enough money for this cap, but we've already got a cap. You know, I don't think we're going to buy anything. Let's wait till we come to... Actually, we're going to buy some food, because we are running fairly low on food here. Let's buy a few of those. Okay, we'll wait to spend the rest of our money once we encounter something a little better to buy. Those items weren't exactly great for us there.
Head downwards, if you dare. Good. Now all you need to do is find and kill the Jack of Skulls, and we can progress.
And we'll try to get the weapon here, so we'll try to follow the shuffle. Our shield went into the muck there, unfortunately. I wanted to try out that new shield.
Is that what you're going to do?
Dead King's Hall, this is a new one for us. 2 monster cards. You see an ancient ornate coffin in the main burial chamber. It may hold spectacular wealth, but it will surely be guarded. So we've got 2 skeletons, 4 skeletons total. Let's attempt to take them by surprise. Huge success. So I think one of them goes away now. I think that's what happens. Yeah, choose one to discard. Let's discard that one. Skeletons can resurrect, and so there's a weapon in the game that will, as long as you're around the skeleton corpse, it will disallow resurrection. I don't have it yet, but obviously these guys were no trouble for me. I didn't take any damage whatsoever. Desperate measures, excellent.
I'm impressed.
This is the one I was talking about, I think. Equipment with this trait strikes fear into the cold hearts of the undead. They will sustain more damage and may not be resurrected around such holy relics. Really good card when you're fighting the skeletons. I definitely am going to equip that right now. 5 food, we needed the food really bad. We were getting low on food there. And we got the token, so we're doing really well so far. Traveling Tinkerer. Now we've got some, well, we got a bit of money. Let's go see what he's got. Some of the stuff that they have is 25 gold. Usually it's a bit more expensive, but we can see what we can get here. Medium armor we've already got. Nothing really great to buy here. We've already got all these cards in our deck anyway. We could sell our axe, so we don't need it anymore.
Weapon, but effective nonetheless.
And we'll just get out of here. Alright, do a little bit of backtracking. It takes 1 food to do that. Here we are at the boss, Jack of Skulls. So let's see what he's got for his minion support.
In the game, these are the most dangerous in the world. Yet in no natural
So we'll have 4 other skeletons to contend with. We have the Desperate Measures mace equipped, so we won't hopefully get too many resurrections in this fight.
Shots from rifles cannot be deflected. You would do better to avoid them. Are you agile enough?
And I just got hit with a rifle blast. You can see it comes up as a red. It's not dodgeable. It's not counterable, but you can dodge them. And he's resurrecting the skeletons right now, so we just have to try to stay within range of the dead skeletons, and he won't be able to resurrect them. And we got him down, so we just got to get his minions down and then we're good to go. There we go, and let's go collect the card. You just got to walk into this light over here. And that's boss number 2 down. And we'll see what kind of rewards we get from this one. We got 1 token, I believe, on the way here. And we got 2 tokens from this, so there should be a fair number. We got 2 tokens before.
But you have roused the dead in their dusty tombs.
So we've got 4 to open. We're going to get quite a variety of cards to put into our deck for the next dungeon.
Now our wager becomes more.
Scavenger's Cap, don't know what it does.
Will the tools you've earned suffice to address the challenges?
Treasure chest.
That is the question, is it not?
Queen of Dust, that's the next boss, I believe. And some equipment. Helm of Reflection. Consuming Shame, don't know what that does. 7 charges, that's a lot. Angel's Wing and Frostfang. This one I know what it does. It gives you a cold aura.
Shall we deal again?
Well, that's going to do it for episode 2. I hope you enjoyed, and please tune back in for episode 3 where we tackle another dungeon.